This is a walkthrough of problem 3 in unit conversion. The flow rate of a typical fire hose is 1.5 gallons per second. Express this flow rate in units of gallons per minute, cubic feet per minute, and barrels per hour. As always, if we're going to be a Jedi master at converting units, we start with the value and then multiply by fractions that are equal to 1 until we get the units we want. This doesn't change the value, just the units in which the value is expressed. So we start off 1.5 gallons per second. We want to get gallons per minute, so it's only the time unit. We have to go from seconds to minutes. The seconds are in the denominator of the value, gallons per second, so we put seconds in the top so they'll cancel. And we want minutes. Now we have to make that fraction equal to 1 because we don't want to change the value of the flow rate. There are 60 seconds in a minute. And now we're done. We just have to push the buttons on the calculator. The second units cancel and we have gallons per minute. And the answer, not surprisingly, is 90 gallons per minute. You might have been able to do that in your head. Many times you cannot. On to part B, cubic feet per minute. So we start with the flow rate. And we already converted the time units to minutes, 60 seconds per minute. Now we have to get from gallons to cubic feet. So we get rid of the gallons, we put them in the bottom because they're in the numerator. And we want cubic feet. Now we have to know how many gallons are in a cubic feet. We can look it up, Google it, whatever you want. It turns out there's 7.48 gallons in a cubic foot. And now we're done. Our units are cubic feet per minute. The gallons cancel and the seconds cancel. The answer is 12.0 cubic feet every minute, which is the same as 1.5 gallons per second, the same flow rate. Notice that I expressed cubic feet differently because you have to deal with that. Sometimes cubic centimeters is cm cubed, sometimes it's cc's. Sometimes cubic feet is feet cubed, and sometimes it's just cu FT or CUBIC, cubic feet. On to part C, barrels per hour. So we have to go the time unit from seconds to hours and the volume unit from gallons to barrels. So we start with the flow rate like we always do, and then we keep multiplying by 1 until we get the result we want. So the time unit, let's do it all at once. There's 3,600 seconds in an hour. The seconds cancel, so now I have gallons per hour. And if you wanted to know what the flow rate in gallons per hour is, it's 1.5 times 36, which is 5,400 gallons per hour. Anyway, we want to get rid of gallons and replace that with barrels. So we put the gallons in the bottom, so they cancel. We put the barrels in the top, and we have to know how many gallons there are in a barrel. There's 55 gallons in a barrel. You don't have to memorize that. You can always look it up. And now we have barrels per hour, which is what we want. So we start calculating 98.2 barrels per hour. That's problem 3 on the unit conversion worksheet.